What's up, everybody? It's Outdoors Dan back in the office downstairs trying to get some stuff done. My phone's been blowing up and people are asking questions, and I thought I better get on here and do a live and just kind of have a conversation with you. So I've called the DNR. I'm getting a lot of emails and messages about cell camera use in Iowa now. They've got a clarification in the rules, Rule 52, that people need to know about. The way it was in the regs right now, use of CB mobile transmitter cell phones. You cannot use a one or two-way mobile radio transmitter to communicate the location or direction of game or fur-bearing animals to coordinate the movement to other hunters. Exceptions: coyote hunters may use two-way radios, except during the two shotgun deer seasons. A falconer may use a one-way mobile transmitter to recover a free-flying bird or prey that is properly banned. And hunters with dogs may use a one-way mobile transmitter to track and aid in recovering the dog. So that's what's in there now. The update or the clarification is involving cell phones. So Rule 52 before was basically when on public ground. Now we're talking public ground right now, okay? On public ground, you are now not allowed to leave anything out on public ground overnight except your tree stand. You can't leave your cell cam, can't leave a regular trail cam, you can't leave your boots, a blind. You have to have all of that out with you while you're going at the end of the day. So the only thing legally you can leave on public ground overnight is a tree stand, and that's it. Okay. Now, cellular cameras. The reason I talked to one of the head enforcement officials in Iowa. I just got off the phone with Craig, and basically why this was happening was a lot of folks were seeing a lot of cameras. People were coming from out of state, and they were leaving cameras out for 3 or 4 or 5 months, putting mineral and other stuff out, and that's why this was brought to their attention, or that's why this was brought into the discussion. So here's the thing: this has really nothing to do with private ground. This is a public ground issue right now. So if you're a public ground hunter and you want to use a camera, you're going to have to get it out of there at night. You can, if you want to go set a camera and watch a trail or do something, you can check it out during the day. But when you leave that night, the camera's got to come out. That's what the rule clarification is going to say. On private ground, you can use your cellular cameras and you can leave them up. The only thing is, you are not going to be able to use that in the aid of hunting. So, here's a prime example. So, say like I got 2 or 3 trails coming into a main food source, right? And I got my tree stand in the corner. I put a couple cameras behind me, so I get an alert if an animal's coming in 40, 50 yards behind me, coming in behind me that I might not see. That's not legal. You're using that camera in the event of taking that animal. Now, if I got cameras out there at 40, 50 yards, or if I've got scouting cameras on the other side of the draw, just to see what the deer movements are and patterning, that's fine. There's nothing illegal about that, according to my friends at the DNR, if I understood everything correctly. Private ground, you can leave your trail cameras up as much as you want. You don't have to take them out overnight. You can have it sent to your phone. You just cannot use it in the process of trying to harvest that animal. So you can't have them out to the left of you, to the right of you, 50, 60 yards, or behind you. So when that deer comes into your shooting zone, you're alerted. That's illegal. Okay, it's not illegal to just see if when they're coming out into the food plots or coming in and out of the property to try to pattern their movements or whatever. So Rule 52 is the new clarification. It's always been on the books. They just never clarified it before. This is according to the DNR, this is not a new rule. It's a clarification. So on public ground, the only thing, I want to go back over it again. On public ground, the only thing that you are allowed to leave overnight is your tree stand. No ground blinds, no devices of any kind. You can't even leave your boots. Okay? Got to get that out of there. On private ground, if you want to have your cameras out, You can leave them out. There's not an issue with it. You can leave them out 24/7. Not an issue with it. The only thing you cannot do, it's sort of like, say like me and Bobby Ray. I got Bobby Ray 120 yards down the fence line, and I see a big buck come out of there and say, "Hey, Bobby Ray," get him on the walkie-talkie. "Hey, Bobby Ray, you got a big buck coming right at you." Can't do that. That's illegal. That's how they're classifying this. You cannot use the camera during your hunt to help you harvest that deer. So as long as you're not doing that, you're fine on private ground. So that's what everything in a nutshell from the DNR. They will have this out. They're not telling you that you can't go out and put a cellular camera or a trail camera on private ground and leave it out. This is basically a public rules clarification. It doesn't matter if it's a cellular trail camera or a regular trail camera. You cannot leave that overnight. If you do and they find it, you're going to be in violation. So, all right. I hope that clarifies it. And the reg book should be coming out here soon, and we'll see it. But if you have any questions, I encourage you to call the DNR and talk to the DNR. I saw a couple of videos on YouTube today, and some of it's misinformation, some of it's not. Some of it I saw, they said you can't use cellular trail cameras on private ground. That's not true. You can. So basically, if you're hunting public ground, just make sure if you're going to put a camera out while you're hunting that day, if you want to scout another area, you're just going to have to pull it when you leave that night. Okay? Other than that, you're good to go. All right, if you got any questions or something, let me know. Otherwise, thanks, everybody. I appreciate all the kind words. I will know what's going on with my foot on Thursday. Hopefully, I don't have to have surgery, and I won't miss the seasons. It's killing me not to get out there and fish. There's so much I got to do right now. So anyway. All right, thanks, everybody. I appreciate you. If you need anything, let me know. We'll talk about this on the show tomorrow at 5 as well. But I've gotten blown up the last couple of days. A lot of people asking, confused and stuff like that. So hopefully this helps you. And we'll talk with you soon. And it's not illegal to put unless you are... Yeah, there you go. You're good to go. I'll see you later. Bye, everybody.